DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to DPS TeleClass. As you all know, I am Iqbal. Students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Alhamdulillah, I am fine at the moment. As I told before, I am here to take a teleclass for grade 6. So students, get ready with all your materials. For today's teleclass, you will need your textbook, notebook, pencils and rubber. But before we begin today's lesson, let's read the dua.
قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
So students, today in thematic class we are going to learn about color mixing. So by looking at the slide, you will recognize that color brings a lot of moods to us, right? It sometimes brings happiness and sometimes brings sadness, right? So in today's thematic lesson, we will be mainly focusing about color mixing. Now, I'm going to share today's learning intention. Today, you all are going to learn about tertiary colors and how to use colors for expressive purposes and how to use different colors to create artwork. So in learning intention, we are going to focus about three areas. The first concept that we are going to learn throughout today's lesson is about the tertiary colors, and the second part is about how to use colors for expressive purposes, and the third part is how to use different colors to create any artwork. So today's thematic lesson is mainly focusing about creative art, right? And now comes the success criteria. You will be an artist if you can create tertiary colors, also chooses a specific emotion or word such as warm, cool, stormy, calm to use as a theme in creating an imaginary drawing. So these are the two success criteria that you have to achieve or you should be success throughout today's lesson. The first one is that you all have to create tertiary colors, and then you have to choose a specific emotion like warm, cool, stormy or calm to create an imaginary drawing. And also you should be able to use different colors or color mixing to create a color wheel. Now, teacher is going to share a very famous quote. It says about color is a power which directly influences the soul. So once again I am going to repeat this quote. It says color is a power which directly influences the soul. Explaining about the briefing of these quotes, it says that color is a power which directly influences the soul. Color is the keyboard, the eyes are the hammers, the soul is the piano with many strings, the artist is the hand which plays, touching one key or another to cause vibration in the soul. It is evident, therefore, that color harmony must rest only on a corresponding vibration in the human soul. And this is one of the guiding principles of the inner need. Students, have you seen a circle here? Yes, it has words, right? Yes, the words are primary, secondary, and tertiary, right? And it has a lot of different colors, right? Okay, so do you know what is the exact name for this? Yes, it is about color wheel, right? The color wheel shows relationship between the colors. So this is a color wheel and it shows the relationship between the color. So that means there are three types of color. They are primary, secondary and tertiary colors, right? Artists often use the color wheel to help understand how colors relate to one another. So artists, those who love to drawing or painting, they use these color wheels to help understand how colors related to one another. This classification is shown in the color wheel where you can see the different colors and their relationships, right? You have seen different colors in it, and also it helps to understand how colors relate one another, right? Okay, so firstly I am going to have a look for the primary colors. Okay, so can you identify the primary colors from the color wheel? Yes, there are total three primary colors, right? Yes, the first one is yellow and red and blue. So the three primary colors are yellow, red and blue, right? The primary colors are in the middle of the color wheel, right? It has written red is primary, yellow is primary and blue is primary. Primary colors cannot be made from other colors. So primary colors cannot be made from any other colors. The three primary colors are yellow, red and blue. And here it comes the secondary colors. So what are the secondary colors, students? Yes, the three secondary colors are orange, green and purple. So the three secondary colors are orange, green and purple, right? The primary colors are red, yellow and blue. Same as in secondary color, it has three: orange, green and purple. Good. Secondary colors are made from mixing the primary colors. So that means primary colors will not made from any other color, but to make secondary colors we are mixing the primary colors, right? So the three secondary colors are orange, green and purple. So now in the next slide teacher is going to share how orange, green and purple is made by mixing different primary colors. So let's have a look. The first, here it comes yellow. We know that yellow is a primary color and yellow and then red. By mixing yellow and red, we know that yellow and red are primary colors. So by mixing yellow and red, the result is which secondary color, students? Is it green, purple or orange? Yes, it is orange. So that means by mixing yellow and red, it will be giving the result as orange color. Good. And this time it comes blue and yellow. By mixing blue and yellow will give, is it orange color? No, right? It gives green color. Good students. And last, red mixing by blue. So that means having a combination of red and blue will give a, yes, obviously purple color, right? So that means from these you have to recognize how the secondary colors are made. So that means by adding yellow and red will give orange color, and by combining or having a combination between blue and yellow color will give green, and red and blue. By adding red and blue will give purple color. So the three secondary colors are orange, green and purple. The three primary colors are yellow, blue and red. Now I'm going to share how you are going to make a tertiary colors. We can get a tertiary color by mixing a primary color with the secondary color next to it on the color wheel. So that means to make a tertiary color we have to mix a primary color with a secondary color, right? A tertiary color is placed in between. Remember that the tertiary color will always placed in between the primary color and secondary color that create it. So the tertiary colors includes red violet, blue violet, blue green, yellow green, red orange, yellow orange. So once again let's say red violet, blue violet, blue green, yellow green, red orange and yellow orange. Now I am going to share how you are going to make the tertiary color, or what are the two colors that we have to mix to get the result of tertiary colors. The yellow, so that means yellow is the primary color, right? By mixing yellow with orange will give yellow orange. Good. And by mixing red with orange will give red orange, and the third by mixing red with purple will give red violet. So that means by mixing yellow with orange will give yellow orange, by mixing red with orange will give red orange, and by mixing red with purple will give red violet, right? And by mixing blue with purple will give blue violet. By mixing with blue with green will give blue green. At last by mixing yellow with green will give yellow green. So that means, can you identify the primary colors here? Yes, in this slide the primary colors are yellow and blue. The secondary colors are purple and green, and the tertiary colors are blue violet, blue green and yellow green, right? So that means the tertiary colors are red violet. To get red violet we are mixing red with violet or purple, and blue violet, to get blue violet we are mixing blue with purple. Blue green, to get blue green we are mixing blue with green, and yellow green, to make yellow green we are mixing yellow with green, and red orange, by mixing red and orange will give red orange. At last yellow orange, so that means by adding yellow and orange color will give yellow orange. Good students. So here it comes a activity time. So let us look at the seaside painted by Afzal Safir. The colored boxes below on the right, it has written as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So some of the colors he has used in his painting. The painting is already in the slide. Try to identify where these colors can be found in the painting. So remember that I'm going to give you 1 minute. Throughout the minute, you have to identify where Afzal has used these given 10 colors in the painting. So you have to identify. So your time starts now. So now the time is already up. So let's check whether you have find the colors in the right place or not. So where you have identified the first color. Yes, good. The first color is used in the flowers, right? So have you seen small flowers in Afzal's painting? Yes. For that flowers he used the color 1. And where have you seen the second color? Yes, it has been seen in the middle of the grasses, and also you can find these colors from the trees too, right? And the third color, yes, the third color you have seen near the oceans, right? And the fourth color is also he used to give the color for the oceans. And the fifth color is used as in the cloud, and the sixth color he used to give color for the trees, and the seventh color 7 is used in the cloud, and 8 is here near the grass, and the color 9 to show the shade of for the beach side, and color 10 is here the grasses near the oceans. So now I'm going to explain about warm colors. So from the picture you can identify the warm colors, right? Yes. Warm colors consist of orange, red, yellow, and combination of these and similar colors. So mainly orange, red, yellow, and also by combining any colors or the similar colors of the three colors that the teacher has mentioned, right? As the name indicates, they tend to make you think of warm things such as sunlight and heat. And moving to the cool colors, cool colors are typified by blue, green, and light purple. They can calm and soothe. Where warm colors remind you of heat and sunshine, cool colors remind of water and sky, even ice and snow. So that means that are the differences of warm color and the cool colors, right? Okay, so now in this slide, teacher is going to share some of the differences of warm colors versus cool colors. Here in the colors, warm colors are orange, red, yellow. Cool colors are blue, green, and purple. Warm colors represent sunlight and heat, while cool colors represent water, sky, and snow. And the feelings of warm colors are cozy, pleasant, playfulness, and cool color brings us calm, soothing, and refreshed. And the use of warm colors are make big room cozier, best for active rooms. For the cool color, people use make small room more spacious, best for bedrooms and bathrooms. So now here it comes the task of the day. So in today's task is that you have to create your own color wheel. So remember that you are going to create your own color wheel as you can see from the picture. So I'm going to explain each and every step that you have to follow while you are creating your own color wheel. First step, you have to draw an outline of a simple color wheel on the paper plate or A4 paper. So there is two choice. You can use a paper plate or an A4 paper. So remember that the first step is that you have to draw an outline of a simple color wheel as you can see from the picture. So you have to divide it for total 12 colors. Good. And step 2 is that you have to paint the primary colors. First you have to paint the primary colors. The primary colors are red, blue and yellow, right? The third step is that you have to use the primary colors to mix the secondary color. The secondary colors will be directly in between the primary color on the wheel. For example, to mix the secondary color green, you would combine blue and yellow. So remember that you have to color all the secondary colors in between the primary colors on the wheel. And step 4. Use the primary and secondary colors to mix the tertiary colors. The tertiary colors will make up all the remaining spaces. And the last step 5, you have to clean up the edges and make any adjustment to the colors. So that means by doing these 5 steps you will have been made your own color wheel as you can see from the slide. So that means from these color wheel you can recognize the primary color, secondary color and the tertiary colors, right? And now let's check whether you have achieved today's success criteria or not. So you will be an artist if you create the tertiary color. So that means I can be very easy that if you make your own color wheel. So in the color wheel I can recognize whether you did the tertiary colors correct or not, how you have created the secondary colors, right? And the second success criteria is you have to choose a specific emotion or word such as warm, cool, stormy, calm to use as a theme in creating an imaginary drawing. So remember that we will give the second task imaginary drawing when we meet soon inshallah, and before that to be familiar with the different colors, primary, secondary and the tertiary colors, I have given a to create your own color wheel. So I hope that you all will make a very interesting color wheel and take a picture and send to me through Viber. So students, that's all for today's teleclass. So remember to wear the mask, wash your hands and stay safe, stay home. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
DPS, TeleClass,